Okay. All right, guys. Very good morning once again. So let's start with our today's alumni meet. So one very important thing, people, when you visit PSA, okay, we have added all the place students details out there. You see that when you're coming up or left, right, any student, if you want to talk to, you can write their name and we'll provide the contact number and you can interact with them. Like yesterday, one guy came, he said, 2 years back, who has got place, can I get the number? I gave him some 15, 20 numbers yesterday, right? Okay, where couple of years back, people had got placed and he wanted to interact with them. So feel free to interact with the place students, right? Definitely will help you out with the contact details. Also, if any online attendees wants to talk to place students, then you can contact Pankaj Sir Academy 9632629033 or 455. So without wasting time, guys, I would invite first candidate for the day, Blazy. Very good morning, Blazy.
Good morning, sir. A very good morning to all of you all as well.
Yeah, you need to be bit loud actually.
Okay, good morning, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. So let's start, Blazy, with your introduction, qualification, year of pass out. Were you an online, offline attendee? Which course did you join here? How did you get to know about Pankaj Sir Academy? And company you have got placed in, which all companies you have got the offer from, highest, lowest packages, and then we'll start off with all the questions.
Yes, sir. Sure. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for, because I am an online student. I've never met you in person. So I've attended the full stack development course from May 24th. So it's been just a week, just maybe just 2 or 3 weeks since I've started applying, and I've got a very good number of calls. I can assure all of you all on that. Okay, the course that I did, I passed my engineering in 2012. Did have did my MTech into the finished my MTech in 2014. Yeah, so I've been actually I'm a mother of two. Okay, so one great point I would like to tell you all is I'm sure all of you all, most of you all, majority of you all are freshers. So you all have all the time in the world, guys. So please prepare well. What I've done is I've just followed Sir's teaching, Sir's lectures very dedicatedly, in spite of having two small kids in hand. So one thing that I would like to tell you all is just follow Sir's notes and just very dedicatedly practice. Okay, just like they say, without having hands on driving, you cannot say that you learn driving. Similarly, coding is something like that. Till you practice, you cannot say that you've learned coding. Okay, so just keep on practicing, and when sir says 10 times, do it 10 times. Yeah, so the companies that I've got placed till now, I've attended about a couple of years, 3 or 4 weeks now, and I've attended about 15 to 20 interviews. Okay, I've there are a lot of offers in the pipeline where I've cleared one round and two rounds. Still rounds are remaining. So till now, I've got three offers in hand. Okay, one is CISARC Informatics, and that is with 7.8 package. The other one is Devi Soft Technologies with 10.3. And right now, I'm currently holding the highest offer with 12 lakhs. That is from Ceridian, which is in Manita Tech Park. Okay, so some of the interview questions that, in most of the interviews that were asked, I can say they'll start off with your project. They will go in detail about your project. So just be crisp and clear, be 100% sure of what your project is. Okay, and then they mainly going to ask about, since our project involves Spring Boot, so they're going to focus on Spring Boot. Some of the questions that they asked about Spring Boot was that from where does the exact execution of your Spring Boot web application project start? Okay, then about micro, they're going to more concentrate on microservices and web services, how you've implemented them. Okay. So you have to mention about the REST template class and all that in detail. So until and unless, that's what I said, until and unless you practice it, you will not get a clear idea as to how to explain it in the interview. And one more thing that I want to tell you is from my experience in the interviews, don't expect that you can give your 100% answers there, because in the most recent interview that I passed, Ceridian, with the highest package, believe me, the second round, I've not even answered 10% of the interview questions. And I never thought I would get selected. Okay. So it's all about the confidence level that you said. And whatever questions they ask, be frank. Don't try to imitate or, don't try to pretend that you know something. If you don't know, just frankly say you don't know. Okay. So that's one key that you have to keep in mind, because both the rounds, I had 3 rounds of interviews at Ceridian. That's the highest package. First round, I could just answer 40%. Second round, not even 10. Okay. And they ultimately told that I have good news for you and I got selected. So be frank and be confident in whatever 10% also you're answering, just be confident about it. Okay. So that's the main gist of it. Then, yeah, as I said, about project, they're going to ask about microservices, web services, from where exactly, how we're going to add the dependencies, then how we're going to configure the database, like what are the properties that you're going to add in your application.properties file. So all those questions, be clear about your project. Okay. Mainly, they're going to ask about email API integration. That's what most of the interviews they ask me about. How did you configure the email APIs? So be sure about that. Then asking about the various other interview questions, they mainly core Java is very important. So they focused on collections. Collections was one main topic that most of the interviews are focused on. Array list, linked list, difference between them. How which one is used in which scenario. Okay, then hash map, internal implementation, difference between linked hash map and those differences. How are you going to use it? So those collections is one very important topic. Then strings. Strings also, they're going to dig into it and ask you a lot many questions on that. All simple questions, okay? Then some, as I said, you won't be able to answer. Don't worry, because no interviewer is expecting you to answer all the questions. Because one interviewer in from Ceridian, he told, we're not expecting you to answer all the questions. It's practically not possible. So just be confident. Strings, what they asked me was how to reverse a string, okay? Then find the length of a string without using the inbuilt functions like length of a string. So I think for that you use a for each loop, yeah, to iterate. So like that you can keep the count of the string. Then some of the questions are a little bit tough. Left rotation, right rotation of strings. So they asked me to check by doing left rotation and right rotation, is it the same? So that was a little bit tough. Then some of the coding questions that were asked were from strings, and then how to add two numbers without using a temporary variable. Okay. Then one interview, the first round, they just gave me one particular scenario for Spring Boot. They just gave me the details about how to create a database and retrieve details from the database wherein it had employees and whose employee's age was greater than a particular number. So I did that to a particular extent. I could not fully do it, but I could clear it. Okay. So it's like how you create the entity class, the repository layer. So I did that in that flow, which was Sir taught, and I could clear it. Okay. So as I said, don't expect that you can give your 100%. Do whatever you learned confidently. Yeah. And then core Java, they asked about threads, use case scenario. How do you implement threads? Okay. Then, yeah, that's about it, sir. That's all I can imagine
Right.
now.
So, Lazy, firstly, congratulations for getting some great offers. Uh, I heard that you got 12 lakhs of package. Excellent. Very happy to listen to that. But in spite of having small kids at home and studying,
Give me full day with 2 kids in my hand. So I want to
yeah,
tell, because all of them are like my younger sisters and brothers. Believe me, guys, you have all the time in the world. Please utilize them to the maximum.
correct. So that is an important statement
Yeah.
that other people, you're free. At least you don't have to manage anything. When it comes to her, okay, she has to manage the kids, she has to manage the house, she has to take care of a lot of things. the left out energy is now utilized for studies. Just now, I came across one more case. One of the girl came from Maharashtra. She relocated from Maharashtra. She said, "My baby is only 1 year old. I was attending your classes online. I want to come down and attend now offline." Understand what kind of tough situation these guys are going through, and in spite of that, dedicatedly they're studying and getting the offer. So that's something should motivate all of us, because this is not easy. Managing one kid is tough. Managing two kids, it's
And
like,
both of them are small, sir. They both felt
and if they are little bit naughty, then it's like, we have no other work to do in life other than managing them. Okay. Questions, whatever lazy she mentioned, I hope you all heard that. I'll also take the PDF file from her. I'll share it with the students. And imagine, whole day, I think she could take out some 3-4 hours per day.
only
And
4 hours. And then in the night, I sit and do it. They sleep. So
right. And see, learning has no age actually. Trust me. Right.
your passion, your inspiration, that was a great driving force for me.
Right. And
Thank you.
keep growing, Bleezy, and I want to see that you keep earning more and more, more higher salaries you keep getting. Coming year, I want to see that you cross 20 lakhs and above. The first 3 months, please work hard, focus. Okay. I'm sure the coming days you'll have much bigger salaries to see. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Bleezy, for joining us, and God bless you. Take care. So that was really something, we people have to learn from, right? So other people here, you come to Bangalore, you have no other work to do, but still students, they don't study. Look at the fact, the whole day free, nothing to do other than studies, but they don't study, right? You have to give importance to your studies. Okay, if from 2014 batch she can do it, why not other people? Some people have been asking me question,
I'm
2019,
sorry there.
2020, will I get a job? Okay, let's start. Sangram, very good morning, Sangram.
Very good
Oh,
morning, sir.
I know him. He's
Yes,
my
sir.
offline student.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, I've met him several times. Moment I see my
Yes, sir.
student's face, I understand. Yeah, this is my offline student. Very nice to see you, Sangram. How are
Thank you,
you?
sir. Thank you, sir. I'm fine, sir. And you, sir?
Yeah, yeah, I'm fine, Sangram. So let's start with your
Okay.
introduction, from which place you are, how you got to know about Pankaj Sir Academy, your year of pass out, uh, you know, and then companies you have got placed in highest, lowest package, your journey about studying. Just now we heard Lazy, she said that I had to manage all these things and study. We'll
Yes,
also
sir.
listen from Sangram. I'm sure you're not married.
Yes, sir. I got married.
Oh, married. Wow.
Yes, sir.
I was just looking at you looking very, yeah. When did you get married?
Sir, before 1 year.
1 year, is it?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
I thought, okay. Anyway, so I have a lot of, married people on my show today. Very happy to see that. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
let's begin, Sangram, with your introduction and other details, and then interview questions.
Okay, sir. First of all, sir, very, very, sir, thank you, sir. Because if I am here because of you, sir, only. And one thing, sir, I telling you, my wife also struggling for me, sir. Because after getting married, our financial condition is very bad. So that time she was taking care of me by doing a job.
That's how the
Okay, sir.
bonding gets created, uh,
Yes, sir.
that's how you get to understand each other, Sangram. When somebody is there for you in difficult times,
Yes, sir.
is the true person you need to respect for your entire life, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Very,
Yes,
very
sir.
few people we get supportive people other than parents, but again, see, it's a difficult situation. You're not working, wife is working, and then, yeah, go ahead,
She
Sangram.
also, sir, she also joined, sir, 2nd November batch.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir. Actually, myself, Sangram Kesaride. I am from Odisha, and I am pass out BTech from Biju Patna University of Technology in 2017. as a mechanical engineer, and I've given interviews in 4 companies and placed in 2 companies. That is one is M Junction and another one is Newgen. And currently I'm working in Newgen. My lowest package is 4.2 lakhs and highest package is 5.5 with joining bonus 1 lakh rupees, sir.
Right. So Sangram, when did you join Newgen?
Sir, 12th June, sir. Exactly 2 days, sir. 5 months complete.
Right. August. Oh, 5 months. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right. So how's your work going on?
Sir, very nice, sir.
Okay,
Actually,
give
one
us
thing, sir.
some
Yes, sir.
inputs about the survival, genuinely and transparently, no hide and seek.
No,
Because a
sir,
lot of people,
genuinely.
they keep asking me about the after joining company how to survive. So you give us some idea about it.
Actually, after joining 3 months, nothing works for 3 months, sir. Nothing works. Only, sir, product training is going on. Then after 1 month, after 3 months, all went to access. Okay, sir. Then before 1 month, I got a project. Exactly
Okay.
work not started, sir. Monday actually that work started. Next Monday,
So
coming Monday.
you're able to follow things, understand things.
Yes, sir. All understand. TAT was completed, sir.
Okay. So you're confident now.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sangram, let's start with interview questions.
Yes, sir.
Uh, please tell us the questions one by one in detailed manner, so that the juniors will get idea about it.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm not that. Um, Hello.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. What is constructor? Why use constructor? Explain OOPS concept, sir. It is a very important, sir. All interviewer asked this question, sir. What is
Oh,
the
there's
4
one
pillars of
comment
Java?
for you. Sorry to
Yes,
interrupt in between. There is one comment written down for you. You're amazing, bro, and you have got a supportive life partner, buddy. Okay,
thank
go
you
ahead.
very much. Yes, sir. And sir, OOPS concept, that is a very important question, sir. All interviewer question asked me, sir. And Java 8 feature. And then next, difference between interface and abstract class. And why use interface? And what is overriding and overloading? Explain about all access specifier. And explain new feature of Java 8 feature. What is null pointer exception? How to handle exception? Why string is immutable? It is also, sir, this is also most important question, sir. And difference between double equal and dot equals method. And write a program on break. And write a program on continue. That is, sir, loops. And write a program on crowd operation. So how to crowd operation. And internal working of hash map. A difference between array list and linked list. Explain the thread life cycle. Difference between array and string. What is optional class? Difference between comparable and comparator. And what is rapport class? What is serialization and deserialization? What is fail fast and fail safe? That is in core Java. And in advanced Java, what is servlet? What is JSP and its tags? Explain MVC architecture. What is Spring Initializer? What is web service and its types? How you configure Tomcat? A difference between do get and do post method. And difference between JP and Hibernate. And what is the @ controller annotation and @ REST controller annotation. And define the first table cache and second table cache. And what is primary key and foreign key? That's all.
Right. So very happy to see Sangram on a show. A lot of questions he has shared. So keep progressing, Sangram, and
Yes,
wish
sir.
you all the best. Okay, so keep your learning on. Work hard for your future.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. And sir, one thing, sir, telling.
Ah.
Actually, one thing I telling to guys, only focus your study and follow to sir. Okay, whatever teaching you every day, sir, that daily practice it, and definitely you will get success.
Right. Thank you so much. देखिए
Okay,
कुछ
sir.
भी करने के लिए एक जुनून होना चाहिए.
हाँ
राइट.
सर.
सिर्फ क्लास ज्वाइन कर लिया,
लाइफ में सर
पैसा भर
सक्सेस
दिया.
होना है तो स्ट्रगल करना चाहिए सर. स्ट्रगल नहीं करेगा तो सक्सेस में नहीं पहुंच पाएगी सर.
राइट. क्योंकि एक स्ट्रगल ही है. पीपल कमिंग इन बैंगलोर, स्टेइंग इन पीजी इटसेल्फ इज अ स्ट्रगल एक्चुअली, बिकॉज the food problem is highest. I see people from different scenarios traveling in here, risking so many things, limited funds. So you should have that particular, what's it, Josh, Junoon, that yeah, if I've come here, for what purpose I've come here, I should work hard. This should be there in your mind from day one. So I saw some 15 people coming from Kashmir last week. Actually, करे
Yes, sir.
आप इतने दूर से कश्मीर से मतलब ट्रैवल करके आए. So look at that. They had financial problems, still they have managed, staying in PGs, taking the classes. So you should be very sincere towards what you're doing. Then you cannot fail. Anyways, we're all today getting different cases, and that's giving me motivation. In fact, trust me,
Okay.
you're
Sir,
meeting
one
my
thing, sir,
students.
sir, something I telling you, sir. Hello.
बोलो संग्राम.
Yeah, actually, sir, after completing my BTech, sir, I was working in an aluminum company. So the salary was, sir, only 9,000. But then after 3 years, there was no increment. Then I thought, what is life here? ये कैसा life है? Then, sir, after that, I am contact with my friend. I mean, some friends were working in software. Okay, sir. Then after that, I thought I had got into the software. Then I'm, sir, coming to Bangalore and uh, met to him, sir. One friend has told me the Pankaj sir is a good trainer and the institute are very famous in Bangalore, in India also. So then after that I met him and I joined in
चलो अभी
institute.
इससे तो कॉन्फिडेंस मुझे आ रहा है. 2 साल में रिटायर होने का सोच रहा था, अभी 4 साल तो काम कर लूंगा लग रहा है. Actually, I was thinking another 2 years. That's it. Like, probably like, then I will either slow down my work and the classes like that. But then when I start listening to some stories like this, it motivates me. Chalo, और आगे काम करना है. Right. So happy to see you, Sangram. God bless you. Huh? Take care.
Thank you, sir. Again, sir, very thank you, sir.
वेट करते हैं अभी आपके वाइफ के लिए, उनका भी जॉब
जी,
लग
sir.
जाए तो बहुत खुशी होगी. आप और आपकी वाइफ दोनों आईटी में रहोगे और वहां से खूब आगे बढ़ोगे. हाँ.
Okay, sir.
Always
Thank
my
you, sir.
blessings with you guys.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Take care. Bye.
Okay, sir. Same here, sir.
Yeah. Next candidate, let us invite Rahul. Very good morning, Rahul Kumar.
Good morning, sir.
So my offline student again. Moment I see the
Yes.
faces, I remember.
Yes,
So
sir.
Rahul, tell
Many
me.
times I met you.
Yeah. So Rahul, let's start with your introduction, qualification, year of pass out. Tell us about your journey, how you came across PSA, what made you to join us, highest, lowest packages, and your study mechanism, daily how you were studying. आपके ग्रुप के बारे में बताओ, आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल के बारे में बताओ, पीएसए का, राइट, जो आपका ग्रुप
So,
बना था यहाँ पे.
yeah, sure, sir. So, firstly, actually, I belong from Bihar, and I completed my BTech in computer science stream in 2021. And my college was in Tagore University. This is in Bhopal. So, after that, I came to Bangalore, and I heard about your coaching from one of my friend. He's also studied in your coaching. So he guided me to join the Pankaj Sir Academy, and I blindly joined your coaching. So after that, I started day to day. My work is every day I'm attending the class offline. Means after that, every day I'm whatever you are telling to in the class, blindly following that, and at least 6 to 7 hours every day I was studying. And In actually still I given more than 7 interview. In that I have 3 offer letters, and in 2 company I get rejected in the first round only. But apart from that, in all the companies, first round I'll get selected. But in manager round, they rejected me. Actually, they are asking lots of questions from the project. That's why. so, so these are the journeys. And
So what is
my minimum package is 5.5 and the maximum is 7 LPS. And the
right?
company I get placed, that is Solveda, and the second is Dinner Hub, and third company is PSB Online Loans.
Okay, so you already joined the company, Rahul, or yet to join?
No, sir. This coming 28th November, I will join the company.
Okay, right. So 6 to 7 hours per day you were studying. So how many friends were there in your group studying with you?
I have 3 friends here.
एक का प्लेसमेंट हो गया, बाकी दोनों का क्या हुआ?
दोनों का हो गया.
That is where I purposefully asked this question. The reason
Yes,
being, if your group is serious and you're among good group was studying like this 6, 6, 7 hours, trust me, if one gets placed, all will get the job, right?
yes,
So
sure, sir.
Rahul, आपका year of pass out क्या है?
2021, sir.
2021 से हो, CSE.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Yes.
Fine. So let's start with interview questions. Sare questions, every question, please tell us one by one so that we'll understand important questions from interview point of view.
Sure, sir. So, starting from the OOPS concept, so they will ask where you utilize use OOPS concept in your project, what real-time examples, and they will give some program to solve that. And they will also give some program of overriding and overloading, and what is wrapper classes, auto boxing, and why string is immutable in Java. Give any real-time examples. Means if you are using a string, in which means where the project, where the object creation will happen. And after that, what is a string buffer builder, and in which conditions finally block will not execute, and use of finally block, use of marker interface, why we need abstract classes, and main difference between interface and abstract classes, difference between callable and runnable interface, and what is functional interface and types of, and use of this functional interface and lambda's expressions, what is map and flat map, and optional classes. They will ask lots of questions where you use in your project, and from the collections they will ask difference between array list, means every list set interface, whatever the class is there, they will ask from that, and internal working of hash map, hash set, and convert array list to map by using Stream APIs, and JSP servlet, and difference between compiler languages and scripting languages. And in thread, sir, if you want to stop the thread, we use the stop method. So stop method is deprecated now. So to place of the stop method, what we can use, and concurrency package, concurrent hash map and hash map difference, what is hibernate, how you can make object without using AutoWired, and what is a Spring Boot application, and what is the internal working of the Spring Boot applications, and component, what is the use of component scan, what is why we use @bin, why we use @value, what is a Spring initializer and Spring actuator, and we also asked lots of questions from MySQL, inner join, left join, right join, cross joins, And they also tell to write the query how we can fetch the data from the both tables, left right tables. And apart from that, they're asking lots of questions from the project, how your flow of the project. And also they are asking Jira and Jenkins, how you are deploying your code. So, so these are the things, sir.
Right. So thank you so much, Rahul. Uh, Jenkins is a part of our new syllabus because we are realizing that uh, many companies in future they will start targeting this a lot, like CD, CI, Dockers, Dockerization, all these things. Microservices with Kafka is something again I'm seeing that that's going to become more trendy thing in the interviews in the coming days, right? Because the formats here and there it keeps changing. So any advices, Rahul, you want to give it to your juniors?
Yes, sure, sir. So I will blindly, I can tell a student whatever you are teaching in the class, that is enough to crack the interview. But the thing is there, everybody has to listen line by line. So I did the same things. This is the advice.
Right. I'm very happy to see that, Rahul, you have got through, got placed, and ये तो शुरुआत है.
Yes, sir.
आगे और मेहनत डालना है,
हाँ,
right?
sir. हाँ,
This
sir.
is the
बिल्कुल.
beginning, but the learning should not stop here. और बहुत पढ़ाई करने आगे और जिससे
जी
कि वो
सर,
एक
जी
असेट
सर.
बन जाएगा आपके
हाँ,
लाइफ
सर.
में. एक बार एक ये असेट बन जाता है, then you're always secured,
Yes, sure, sir.
right? तो अभी
Yes, yes.
शुरुआत है. God
जी सर.
bless you, Rahul. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Next candidate जिसको मैं बुलाने वाला हूँ, okay, you will be bit more, yeah, more surprised and happy to see her because she's from BCom background. So I just asked them to add few more candidates for today. So we just called her spontaneously just now to check whether she's available, and we have invited one of the BCom student today on our show, Anjali Kumari. If I'm not wrong, is that the same Anjali? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Anjali.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. Very good morning, Anjali.
Yes, sir.
So, Anjali, let's start with your introduction, qualification, year of pass out, uh, which all companies have you got placed in, and tell us your learning journey because this has been a very weird start. Being from accountancy background, what made you to get into coding, right? Because at times mechanical guys they come and ask me that I'm from a mechanical background and can I learn coding? And you've been from a very different background. So tell us your journey from day one to last day. Which company have you joined and things like that? Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. As you know, I am Anjali and I'm from BCom background, and my year of pass out is 2021, and I got placed in three companies. One is Adaptia and Nippon Express and FCM, which I joined FCM, and I'm working in FCM since 1 month.
So how is your work going on, Anjali? It's been 1 month. Please share the experience, uh, which is important for candidates after joining. You know,
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, if I'm being honest, working with company in starting days, it's difficult. For me, it's difficult because they are working with the back end and front end both, and they hire me as a full stack developer, and I have to learn Angular and JavaScript, those things. But in back end, they are working with STS, so I am getting the point that they told me about the back end coding, and I am able to I mean learn that and understand that, but in front end I am not able to understand everything. And
Okay, so Anjali, I have my Angular classes with TypeScript.
yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'll give you access for that. Okay, but
Yeah.
tell us, you said that the front end part was something I'm finding it little tricky. The back end I was be able to doing it.
Mhm.
So how supportive the seniors are?
Mm, yeah, they are quite supportive, but they can't like teach me. They have also their work, so they support me a little bit, but every time I have to learn that by myself only.
अच्छा, तो
Mm,
ये एक चीज है कि अपने को वर्क हार्ड करना है कंपनी ज्वाइन
yes,
करने के बाद. So
yes, sir.
some sort of learning efforts we need to put, guys. Okay. So Angular, as we are talking about, it's a front end framework which is used to build the front end. Okay. But STS, which is mentioning, it is all about the back end part. Right. So let's go ahead further, Anjali, that you said that, okay, this is happening. So how you are learning these things basically?
Yes, sir. Through YouTube and through your recorded classes, I go through again backend coding and your project. I am watching again and again those videos for
Right.
clearing my backend coding.
And also Angular recorded classes are there. I don't know whether you are aware of that. If you call the staff, they'll give you the access for those Angular classes.
Yes, I was asking for that. I will be. She told me that she will give me access of those
Aha.
classes.
But overall survival, tell us about the overall survival factor. So somehow survival can happen.
Yes, sir, it can happen. You have to do extra hard work after joining the company. If you are doing so much hard work for getting a job, so you have to, I can say, 200% your. You have to give you 200% for surviving in the company.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's again an important
By
thing.
6 to 1 year, your life will be very well, I think. Because I am seeing that my seniors are very chill and they are doing their work uh, whenever they want. If they want to do it by work from home, my manager allowing them to do so. They only want work.
Right.
Where
So let's
you can do that.
begin with a package. What package did they offer you?
My first package from Adaptia is 4.5, but my current package is 5.5.
What made you to get into IT from BCom, Anjali?
Yes, actually, I did my BCom and then I also do some uh, government job preparation, but it was very time taking actually. But I want to get a good job in less time. So I thought it could be happen only in IT for me. And also I was very interested in computer science since I was in 10th class. After 10th, I did DC actually for 6 months. And I am very curious about how these apps works, how coding did. So I done uh, I was going for DCA, but I did that ADCA 1 year diploma, and that was not enough for getting a job. And then after BCom, I don't want to go for bank job or any other accountancy job because I was very poor in accounts. So I thought of doing something in computer science only. So then I came across about PSA and then I joined it for learning coding.
Right. So that should really give us a lot of confidence because it's very rarely we see a BCom guy getting into IT companies, by the way, and that is something almost impossible. Okay, a lot of people they keep telling me that can a BCom guy join IT companies? She has almost three offers, so that should give us a lot of confidence that she could crack almost three interviews in spite of being from accountancy background. And last 4 months, 12 to 15 students I have seen. And some of the BCom student, like we had one of the guy, I just forgot his name. He joined CGI with 9 LPA package, and it's been almost some 10 months. This guy working in CGI, and he's not just BCom; he's an MCom candidate from Raipur. If you strongly believe that I have to achieve a job, I have to work hard, then I think definitely that will happen. Also, see, when you join the company, first 1 or 2 months will be settling down time, here and there, basically, like, it takes time for you to get adjusted, right? But as she said, you have to give your 200% during that time and become more serious. So when you join a company, as Anjali was mentioning, that, you have to give your 200% and focus more after joining company the first couple of months or the first 3 months, and learn things as much as possible, because that is all like asset building for yourself. Okay, right. So Anjali, it was a short notice we called you here on our show. Actually you were not there in my actual list, but then the staff added your name. So what all questions do you remember? If you could tell us that, these are all the questions they asked me in the interview, and tell us the situation when they asked you that you're from BCom background and how did you tackle that. Please tell us, that as well.
Yes, sir. Basically, I have given, I think 7 or 8 interviews, and they basically ask from core Java only. Some of companies ask from advanced Java little bit, but basically more companies are asking from core Java and SQL also. And some of the question like Java 8 features, collection, has set, has map, and comparable comparator interfaces differences they are asking about, and or array list, linked list, and some of coding question which I remember, reverse array, reverse string. These all basic questions they are asking.
Okay,
And in SQL, what is view, indexing, and how to, yeah, these all questions, basic questions they are asking.
right. So any
in SQL.
project related questions did you get which we need to focus on?
Yeah. Which type of project you are doing in your company, and what is your role in that project? In this question. And one
Anything
more,
else important things do you feel, we should focus on?
yeah. I want to say one thing, that for getting a job, you need to more focus on coding or theory both. And but surviving in company, you need to focus more on project.
Right.
So,
Okay, so guys, one important thing, that is why the new part of the syllabus which I have been emphasizing on, like the time leave, where we are emphasizing on evening 7 o'clock. I just mentioned this few minutes back that 3 months more extra syllabus has been added up out there, and that will not be from the interview point of view. That is going to be from core, more practicals point of view. Like we'll be using time leave, we'll be learning Angular with TypeScript there. You guys will be learning API separate projects, Spring security, Spring validators. Then we guys are going to focus on, as I said, Kafka. Then further, you're going to learn DevOps, which will include Dockers, Dockerization, things like that. So that part of the syllabus is also important. See, first 3.5 months, okay, one part of the syllabus we are completing, we can grab the job soon.
yes,
But
sir.
after that, the next 3 months of syllabus, the candidates needs to be very serious the way they were the first 3.5 months.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
yes. And it is very, very important after getting a job that you are teaching us now. Thank you so
correct.
much, sir.
Are you
That was,
attending that time leave classes, Anjali?
Yes, sir. I don't get time, but I have seen one or two classes, not more than that.
Okay,
Keep
because
that.
next part of the project for you will be important, because when you're working with Angular, API is
Yes.
something you need to be more strong with,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because you will be consuming API in Angular.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Right. So that was really nice talking to you. Okay, Anjali. And I think they should give you confidence. Some people, they've been asking me, I'm from BSc background, I'm from basically some other streams, and will I get through? So this should really give you confidence that, yeah, uh, possible. So any advices to your juniors? And then I would start talking about one fact. Some people have been asking me that discuss about recession, right? So a lot of people have been asking me about it, that I heard this Accenture news, I heard this Meta news, what it is and stuff like that. We will be discussing about it as well. Yeah, please go ahead, Anjali. Any advices you want to give to your juniors?
Yes, I just want to say, just focus on your coding or also that theory part, and be confident in interview. And if they ask about your BCom or BSc background, just tell them I am interested in coding. That's why I choose this as my career. You don't need to say anything else. And I was not aware of that after in my journey when I did my BSc. Then I thought to change my career, and I was interested in that. I learned that, and then I shift to IT and coding. My interest in learning coding, that is why I am doing this. Just tell them.
Right. So thank you so much, Anjali, for joining us and sharing all your experience transparently here. Right. So this is all learning. Uh, all the students have been sharing their experience on this platform very genuinely, transparently, so that we can learn from their experiences, right? And we can understand how we can become better in coming days, right? So there are a lot of things we have been seeing. Some student has some X strategy, some student has Y strategy. So when we keep attending these alumni meets, we understand the expectations of the companies, okay? And the survival rates, like we saw one of the guy, Sangram, has already finished 5 months, and the things is going on, right? So 5 months has been a fair amount of time working in what the companies. Like Anjali, she mentioned that, okay, we need to be more focused after joining the company and start learning the thing. So that mindset you have to prepare from the beginning, because it's obvious after joining company, 1 or 2 months will be gone for settling down. So immediately you will not accept the new environment. The new environment, for you to get accepted to that, it will take a bit of time, right? 1, 2, 3 months. But during that phase, if people are putting 6 hours to learn, you should put 12 hours to learn, right? That is what your mindset should be. Coming to the point, lot of people, okay, they have been, uh, asking me about to speak on recessions. Okay, recession is happening, this is happening, that's happening, Meta fired, Accenture is firing people and stuff like that. See, guys, in my last 15 years, I've seen several recessions, in fact, to be very honest and, genuine about it. Okay, that this is not the first time I'm seeing recession. Now, 2020, when I started basically uh, the classes, lockdown all started, and it was a very severe lockdown, and people were everywhere. There was news circulating that this is happening, that's happening, recession is happening, and all. But understand, recession cannot make IT jobs 0%. I'm repeatedly telling this. Where IT jobs impact will be created. Point number one. The IT job impact will be created one who's going with a raw approach of placements. I've just done a course and I'm applying now directly. Yeah, the problems will start. That's where I've been repeatedly telling you have to make your profile visibility good. Even if you're 2022 student, you will have to showcase internships with 2022 and apply. And what happens is the visibility of your profiles will become good. Coming to the next point about Accenture fired these many people. See, there are product based companies, there are service based companies. Some companies rely on projects. So sometimes what happens, they do excess hiring. Then they realize that, okay, this project they have not got. Now we cannot keep the people on bench. So they give some reasons and fire. Okay. So this is something you notice in 2009 also we had the news of Accenture. So Accenture has been very popular in this. You just check in Google. 2009, Accenture has repeated this cycle. 2014, Accenture has repeated this cycle. 2017, Accenture has done this. 2020, Accenture has done this. And 2022, Accenture is doing this. So when did this not happen? Right? So this is something I've been seeing it very, very frequently. But see, when company removes someone from the job, they will not take blame on them and remove. Understand? Will I tell I did not get the project, okay, and remove? If I do that, Accenture shares price will drop down. The market will crash. See, instead telling that, okay, I'm not getting projects from the client and this is the stuff, then what will happen now? Definitely the investors will start withdrawing. People who has the shares of Accenture, they'll start selling it. Like what happened 2010 or 11 something, 9 10 11 or something, Satyam, okay, the owner of Satyam, this income tax related issue happened, then he was jailed, the shares price started dropping very rapidly. Such news impacts, okay, uh, the company in such a way that people they start withdrawing the money. Then what happened? Few days later, Mahindra acquired that company and it became Mahindra Satyam. Correct? With moment that news was out that Mahindra is now going to acquire this company, the share price started going up. So these companies are very smart. See, whenever they fire someone, they have to give some reasons which doesn't come on the company. And you notice the cycle from 2009 to 2022, they have been doing the same thing. The format has not changed, by the way. Right. Okay. हाँ किसका प्रमोशन हो गया है आ जाओ आओ ऊपर आओ हाँ आ जाओ ऊपर आ जाओ कौन से बैच के हो लास्ट ईयर अच्छा प्रमोशन हो गया तो मिलना पड़ेगा चलो आज का दिन काफी अच्छा जा रहा है तो हाँ नो क्यों कोई बात नहीं आ जाओ अपना ही क्लासरूम का कैमरा आ जाओ यहाँ पे सो पॉइंट इज okay when we are talking about these recessions and all see this is the cycle Accenture is following which is continuously going on but anyways we have a great news we have our old student here from September 28 batch and you know he has got promoted I got to know even I don't know so let me listen from him I'll hand over the mic set to him.
Last year I joined the Professor Academy in September 28 batch. September 28 batch. We are 4 peoples joined Pankasar Academy. Now I placed in around 4 companies, sir. Now I joined CGI and in CGI I'm working past 1 year, sir. Sir. First of all, sir, yes, sir. Sir, basically now we are dependent to the product, sir. Now we are creating new product. Now recently we created one product. There we created API, sir. Add API, delete API, and all. Delete API not that much critical. We're creating add API, update API, and all, sir. Now we are working on the APIs and integrating it to the APIs to the different platforms, sir. That's and all we are working now. Yes, sir. RESTful micro. Yes, sir. RESTful API. Yes. Sir, Spring Security, nowadays we are getting some issues while using the PostgreSQL, sir. When you use a different like progression and all, we are getting the security issues. Now we are coding like this only. Only our API should be work on that project. In the Spring security, one security column is there in the Spring Boot. We are adding our API. Only our API will be accepted by that product only, sir. API, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, very good, sir. Java is very high, sir. Nowadays, still our company is hiring the Java resources because, sir, some company will fire us, but we need to select good companies. In our company, they are still hiring, sir. Still, their manager will asking, refer your family members. They're asking like this, sir. Not now, sir. No, sir. No. Basically on Java 1.8, we are using a product in Java 1.8, sir. We already deliver around 3 products, sir. Now we are working on 4th product. It is on next month. We are hand over it to another team. Sir, computer science, but I don't know anything about coding, sir. Still joining to Pankaj Sir Academy, really. Yeah. Yes, sir. Earlier, what we get, sir, I am a 2021 passed out, going to the company, and I stayed for 2 months, sir. I connected with you. Yes, sir. Sir, I did not get the result also when I joined. Yes. Sir, my friend is also present. He is BSc Botany. He is working in a very good company, sir. Now, BSc Botany, Kiran. He is also working very good company, joining in Pankaj Sir Academy. He get in as a fresher, 5.5 LPA. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Right, thank you so much for coming here and just talking. So this has been a wonderful day, for us today, that we're accidentally seeing people. Actually, BCom student was never there in my list today. I just came, I said like, okay, some extra students, if you can add, just add it. So then they started, okay, like, we'll invite. So we have one more guy here. 1 year back, he has joined the company. He's working on microservices. And few minutes back, I was telling Anjali about it, that APIs, rest, it's important. And see, immediately we have a person telling that, yeah, I'm working on the same part. And that is what few minutes back I was basically talking about. Okay. So I think this should give you a lot of confidence and energy for at least 1 week to study now. Yeah. So, every week these activities are so motivating. It motivates me also, by the way, when somebody says my salary was 9,000 and now it has touched 5.5. Somebody says I'm from 2014, got a job. Somebody says I've become. So that gives us also energy that, yeah, uh, at least Monday to Friday, again, we will work hard. So guys, study well. So we have a lot of cases. We were just asking about it. One more thing I want to ask is, the adjusting time in the company. When you join the company, the first month was somewhere uncomfortable. So was that the same thing happened with you? The first month you were little uncomfortable, things like that? From PSA, 100 people, more than that. Right. So you have your own PSA unity there. So actually you're controlling the company. Right. Very confidence giving, guys. Okay. And it was a wonderful day talking to my students, right? Yeah. So guys, see, I'm telling you, this is the flow of IT. Recession doesn't mean that we don't get job. Our format, it will definitely work. Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with the market conditions. Just study well. So with this, I'll wind up my today's session here. Okay, bye bye, guys. Take care. No, today I'm not there. Saturdays, I'm only half a day here. So evening 7 o'clock, I'll not be here. I'll again be back on Monday. 8 o'clock, we can have doubt sessions. 8 o'clock, you can connect with me for doubt clearing and all every day. Evening, you can talk to me. Yeah. Yeah. Ruchita, which all company have you got placed in? I yesterday saw that Zapcom. I think they showed me the message. If I'm not wrong, you got placed in Zapcom. You got placed in Manhattan. Am I right? So you can go for Zapcom. Yeah, you can go for Zapcom. Though the package difference is 1 lakh, I think you can give a try for Zapcom. Okay, you can go for it. That's it, guys. Bye bye. Sir, you're complete. Yeah. Our new syllabus will have all these things what students are talking about. Angular already classes are also recorded, but now we are taking all live. Earlier I used to give Angular recorded. Now everything, the Angular class and all will go live, which I'll be taking it for you.